So, lads, I think people don't realize just how good Emma Meesseman is. Like, when we're talking about the best players in the world, you've got Age and Fee, I think, are probably battling it out for best in the world. And then after them, you're looking at the next crop of players, which is like AT, Caitlin, Stewie, John Quell. Emma's in that group of players. Like, she is potentially the best player on the Liberty, which is scary, which is really scary. Like, people don't understand how good she is. Like, a load of people are like, oh, but look at her NBA or WNBA stats. This is prehistoric WNBA. It's a different game. It is a different game. Prehistoric WNBA is absolutely not modern day WNBA. Like, what she's able to do is, like, scary. Like, what she is able to do. This is just a random EuroLeague game. And you might be saying, oh, it's EuroLeague. Like, there's Janelle Salon. There's Gabby Williams. There's Sevgi Uzun. Like, they're WNBA players on the floor. And by the way, in 2023, Breanna Steward played for Fenerbahce, as did Emma Meesseman. Emma Meesseman was the MVP. In 2024, Nafisa Collier and Kayla McBride played with Emma Meesseman. Emma Meesseman was the MVP. So you're looking at her winning MVP over the literal MVP in 2023 of the WNBA, and then second place in MVP in 2024. She won MVP over both of them. She won MVP over both of them in EuroLeague. But just look at her game. It's so smooth. Like, everything about her game is so nice because she can play inside, she can play outside. Her footwork is there. She is literally the best version of what Aaliyah Boston is. Like, she is what they want what we hope Aaliyah Boston eventually is, as like this offensive hub. Emma literally is that. She literally is that offensive hub. Like, she just runs the show. She absolutely runs the show at the 4-5. That's her playing with Tina Charles. She absolutely runs the show. That fall away shot is just crazy. The mid-range game, she has the ability to shoot the three ball. She's a competent defender. She can move a little bit on the defensive end. It's just random clips again. It's just random clips. She had like 30 in a game later on. I think she had like 21 and a half, if I'm not mistaken. She had 27, I think, going into the fourth in one of like the really important games. And by the way, oh yeah, she's won a WNBA Finals MVP. She has won a WNBA Finals MVP. So, like, anyone being like, oh, she couldn't do it in the WNBA. And by the way, she's way better now than she was when she won a Finals MVP. She won a Finals MVP. No one could live with her. And this is an old, like, basketball has become a much more modernized game. The game has become much more modernized, and she is a prototypical. She is like female Jokic. She can score. She can go off right. She can go off left. She can hit that pull-up shot from mid. She can pass the ball. She can play on the she can play at the top of the key. She's able to drive right. She's able to drive left. She's a decent three-point shooter. Again, I don't think she's anything absolutely spectacular from the three-point line, but she's decent. She's low 30s. Like, she is straight up the top player outside of the WNBA. And if you are asking me, and by the way, like, Leo Phoebish, this isn't in, unfortunately, this is not in English right here, but Phoebish literally said, like, they were playing against Belgium, and let me see if I can Google translate this. Let me see if I can Google translate this right here, because she literally said in this, the best player in the world plays for Belgium. So yeah, so I've Google translated this this news article, and obviously in a brutally tough quarterfinal against gold medal Belgium, her and Geisel Soder, I don't think many players can say they're playing the same national team with their best friend, which is Louisa and Phoebish. And if somehow the New York Liberty get Louisa Geisel Soder, I think we should just give up. We should just give up. But where is it? There's somewhere that is said here. But yeah, sorry. Belgian field the best team, but even amongst his team, one player stands out. Emma Meesseman. For me, the best player in the world is on this team. This is like when they're competing against each other in Eurobasket. Leo Phoebish has no idea she's joining the Liberty. She has no idea Meesseman's joining the Liberty. And she literally said before the game, we're playing the best player in the world. She said the best player in the world is Emma Meesseman. And I'm not even going to really argue. I don't agree. But it's not that crazy a take. It is not a crazy take to say she's the best player in the world, because when she's been on the floor at the same time as Nafisa Collier, she's been the best player. When she's been on the floor at the same time or on the same team as Breanna Steward, she's been the best player, or arguably the best player. When she was at the Olympics playing against Team USA, playing against Asia, playing against Stewie, playing against all these players, she was the best player on the floor. For either of the teams, she was the best player on the floor. She comes up against the best players in the world and is regularly the best player on the floor. I don't think it's a crazy take to say she's the best player in the world. I don't agree, but I don't think it's that crazy. And that is the player that the New York Liberty have just added to their team. They have added a player that you can put in the best player in the world discussion. Again, flimsy argument, but is no lower than 10. It is no lower than 10. Like I said this with the Fever. She comes to the Fever, and there is a possibility that like she's the second, or she's the best player. I don't think so. I think Caitlin's better, but it's a possibility. I don't think that's a crazy statement to say that she's better than Caitlin. She's definitely better than Leah. She's a much better version of what Leah Boston is right now. That's literally what we want. The idea that we hope Leah Boston eventually gets to is current day Emma Meesseman. Like she's what, 31? She's not old, I don't think. She's not young either. Just turned 32. Fine. Tail end of her prime. Tail end of her prime. She's a year older than Stewie. And she's only gotten better because she's, unlike these other WNBA players, she's taken summers off for the last 3 years. She's played when she felt like it in the WNBA. She's had some low years, had some great years. But like this current version of Emma Meesseman is the best she's ever been. The last 2 or 3 years, it is the best she's ever been. And look, she is a player that can be a ceiling raiser in the right system, in the right style of basketball, which the Liberty play. The Liberty play a modern system. She could be their second or third best player. And she doesn't give a damn about, like, people don't realize she's European. The European players who are like, oh, you want to go to your own team? No. Everyone wants to be at Fenerbahce because of how much they pay. Everyone wants to be there because of how much they pay. And at the end of the day, it's something that people don't really understand. I think a lot of it is like, a lot of what people think is, oh, all this like legacy talk is like, no, Emma Meesseman is a ring hunter. She's European. She wants to make her money and she wants to win. Couldn't care less how many points, rebounds, assists she has. She wants to win. And we were like, oh, is she going to have to take a lesser role? Of course she's going to have to take a lesser role than she does with the Belgian national team. But she does that with Fenerbahce anyway. She's used to playing with stars all around her. So, as is Stewie, as are all of these players. Because let's be real. There's no ego when it comes to Stewie's stats going down to go and win a title. At this stage, Stewie just wants to win a fourth. She wants to win a fourth so that when the best player of this generation talks come, that it's Stewie above AJ Wilson. Because right now, I think they're neck and neck, but if Stewie goes and wins another title, I think Stewie might overtake her.